All right, first up at number 10, we have Yakov's A21 performance mod. Helps with the performance by enabling a feature that is off by default in 7 Days to Die that's built into the Unity engine. Goes from single core performance to multi-core threading for graphic processing, so it helps the CPU and GPU talk together and make them more efficient. Reduces your CPU bottleneck. It's fantastic. So when you have a ton of zombies on the screen, it helps reduce that performance overhead and really makes things smoother. So you're not getting a whole lot of frame loss. And then just in general, it helps with especially lower end systems. At number 9, we have Bdub's vehicles. So you got a whole bunch of different vehicles. This is even all of it. He has a ton more. This is just a standard 4x4. We got a chopper, dirt bike, classic, a little truck that you can actually sit in the back of. We can fall out pretty easily. Drove this around with my friends, but you can't shoot out of it. So as long as you're careful, your friends are on the move, you can just have them drive and you can shoot. UH60 fits 6 people, and the MD500 fits 4. And what's fantastic about both of these is they both do perfect vertical takeoff and vertical landing. The Marauder is fantastic for hills. All of these vehicles perform better than the stock vehicles. This thing does fantastic on hills, and it's fast. Fits, I think, 2 people by default. Then you can always add the seats in. All normal vehicle mods, even vehicle mods from other mods, will work in these vehicles, which is fantastic. And at number 8, we have by ZV4X, Survivor's HUD. Yeah, Survivor's HUD. Just adds your food and water and temperature down to the bottom left. I like that better than having it at the bottom that are just lines. I mean, I'd rather see a number. Just me personally, it's a lot easier to see on the left. At number 7, by StrikerMack, we have faster smelting and more resources. So I only have the faster smelting installed right now. I personally don't really need the faster smelting. I don't really care if it takes me a while, but some people don't want to sit there and wait for their smelted, for the resources to smelt. Turn it on. And starts throwing a ton of lead in there. Fantastic. And by PhD, he actually has several different mods. So he has one for, bigger storage, bigger crafting cube, bigger forge input, so you got an extra forge slot input for there. You got a bigger output, bigger vehicle storage, bigger storage chests. Just fantastic. He has a bunch of different mods. Check them out. And then with number 5, OCB Stop Fuel Waste. So this is by ocbMaurice. As soon as you have something that's done smelting or crafting, your forges, chemistry stations, campfires will shut off. This is great for if you're walking away and you just want to leave a whole bunch of wood in there. It'll turn off when it's done. You're not wasting your fuel and creating unnecessary heat to attract screamers. And you can always just leave it on if you really want. If your goal is to attract screamers, it's not going to turn itself off until something is finished. So if you start an item, or if you put something in there to smelt that it's done, it will keep going until it's finished. And at number 4 is Hitbar by KonradSB. So, all these trucks, vehicles, they show up, they show the name. Really nice little hit bar. It works obviously for zombies, which is what you really want it for. So in the beginning, when you're not sure how much health they have left, really helpful to know that, one more swing. So you can go in for that final blow. Number 3, we have, again, OCB with his claim auto repair block. So this little guy, so as long as you have materials in this block, and the block is placed within a land claim, it will randomly repair blocks. Now, it will not repair the block if it's being damaged, and it see, there it goes. All right, and it's done. Depending on the damage, it may take a while. It'll also tell you in chat when it needs resources. So that's fantastic. And what it does is it randomly checks your blocks. Now, a lot of people are going to think, oh, that's kind of useless. I can just repair my blocks faster myself, and that's true. However, this gets blocks within blocks. So if you have an explosion happen and it damages blocks underneath, this will repair that automatically. It does it at random. It randomly checks blocks. It goes, oh, this block's fine. Then moves on to the next block, and then goes, oh, this one's damaged. Then it repairs that. So it's not going to repair the block instantly, and if during horde nights, it's not going to keep your base from falling apart. Maybe it will if that block just happens not to be damaged while it's trying to repair. So it's a really fantastic quality of life mod to have. It just makes your life easier. It makes the game less annoying. And then at number 2, we have QuickStack. This is one of my favorites. I always have this enabled. My problem is I am lazy and disorganized. And my friends absolutely hate it. So you'll have stacks here of resources. So as soon as you come back, you bring your haul in. Instead of throwing everything into a dump chest, you just press Alt X, and everything goes right into the nearest chest with a stack that already exists. You have to have an existing stack, though, already made. And I think it has to be not full, otherwise it will not create a new stack. No. So that was created by Westwud. I don't know if that's a reference to Westwood, or maybe he pronounces it Westwood. Westwud. All right, and then for my number 1 favorite is Craft from Containers by aedenthorn, or aedenthorn. I think it's aedenthorn. I will probably butcher every single one of these names, I'm sure. But Craft from Containers, fairly explainable. Pulls all the resources that you need to craft something from your nearby containers. This is probably not going to be something you're going to want for the PvP servers, because I can imagine someone walking in and then just crafting everything out of your containers by standing outside of your base. Probably not going to be nice. So this is going to be good for single player games and PvE servers where you have only your friends. But it's fantastic because you can walk into your base, craft what you need, and leave. And you don't have to fight with your friends over getting into the crafting material storage box. You can just craft what you need out of your inventory, and everyone just goes about their business. All right, and then the link to every single one of these mods will be in the comments. Just check them out. If you like the author, endorse their mod. Let them know that it helped you a lot. Tell them what you like about the mod. These are all fantastic mods that are, some of them required a lot of work, especially Bdubs. So tell them thanks.